Hello everyone, Mrs. Fondra here. Today our lesson is all about silhouettes. Can you say silhouette? Silhouette. It kind of sounds like water, like wet, but there's no W in there. And the reason why it sounds like that is because it has that O-U-E, silhouette kind of a word. So it's kind of fun to say. So what is a silhouette? Good question. A silhouette is an object, so it could be a person, it could be an apple, it could be a chair, it could be a shape, it's an object that actually blocks light, and it looks like it's filled in black. So if you look at this picture here, you can see that there are two people, but we really don't know much about them. We don't know what they're wearing. We don't know what color anything is. We don't know what they look like on their face. Maybe they're excited or scared, or maybe they're making goofy faces. We don't know. And the reason why a lot of artists like using silhouettes is because then you, the viewer, the person looking at the art, can kind of make up your own story about it. Okay, so maybe in this silhouette we have superheroes, or maybe we have a big brother and a little sister, or maybe it's an older sister and a little brother. We don't know. So it's a good way for you to come up with the story. All right. And I have a lot of students always ask me, like, well, Mrs. Andre, isn't that a shadow? Well, shadows are kind of like silhouettes because it's an object that blocks light. So if you look at that picture on the left with the bird hand, the hands are blocking the light, and the shadow actually goes behind the object. So it's not the actual object. So the shadow is behind it. And you can see in the other image on the right, the silhouette blocks out the light and is the dark thing. So you can see in that silhouette, he's making kind of a bird symbol with his hands, but those are filled in black. So that's actually the silhouette. The hands on the left are casting the shadow. So they're very similar, but they're not quite alike. Does that make sense, right? So silhouettes are fun to talk about in art because we do like to use them a lot. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen and show you what our project is about, because everybody is going to be doing some sort of a silhouette. But I'm asking you, if you are younger, like my 4KK first graders, to keep your objects more simple. So I have a shape, a black filled in shape for our silhouette. And in the background, we filled it with different colors, patterns, shapes, and other things to kind of make it pop with color. So for my younger students, keep it simple. Shapes are great, all right? Maybe you want to do a heart, a star, a square, a diamond. It's up to you. And you can either use black paper, or you can take your pencil or a crayon or a marker and scribble a whole piece of paper black and cut out your shape. For my older students, I like to try to challenge you to come up with complicated shapes. I have done usually people with my fourth graders, and I've done buildings, like silhouettes of buildings that are on a sunset that are black with colors behind it. And for my older kids, instead of just doing simple patterns, it'd be great if you could fill your entire paper with colors. So it could be blobs of colors, shapes next to each other with colors, but it really makes that silhouette have emphasis, or it really pops, and you look at the silhouette because of all the colors in the background. So with that being said, I'm really excited to see what you come up with, because this is, again, very open-ended. So as long as you turn in a picture of a silhouette with some sort of patterns or shapes going on in the background, I'll be happy. All right. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. If you need some supplies, I'd be happy to get some to you and drop some off in the office. But either way, I'm excited to see what you come up with. Happy creating!